What's up, everybody? This is Dallas. I want to say welcome here to another Bible reading. And today's reading is going to be in Luke 15. This is about the prodigal son. Then all the tax collectors and sinners drew near him to hear him. And the Pharisees and the scribes complained, saying, "This man receives sinners and eats with them." So he spoke with this parable to them, saying, "What man of you, having 100 sheep, if he loses one of them, does not leave the 99 in the wilderness and go after the one which is lost until he finds it? And when he has found it, he lays it on his shoulders in rejoicing. And when he comes home, he calls together his friends and neighbors, saying to them, 'Rejoice with me, for I have found my sheep which was lost.' I say to you, that likewise there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 just persons who need no repentance. Or, what woman having 10 silver coins, if she loses one coin, does not light a lamp and sweep the house and search carefully until she finds it? And when she found it, she calls her friends and neighbors together, saying, 'Rejoice with me, for I have found the piece which I have lost.' Likewise, I say to you, there is joy in the presence of angels, the angel of God, over one sinner who repents." Then he said, "A certain man had 2 sons, and the youngest of them said to his father, 'Give me the portion of goods that falls to me.' So he divided to them his livelihood. And not many days after, the younger son gathered all together, journeyed to far country, and there wasted his possessions with prodigal living. But when he had spent all there, arose a severe famine in that land, and he began to be in want. Then he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him into his fields to feed swine. And he would gladly, having filled his stomach with the pods that the swine ate, and no one gave him anything. But when he came to himself, he said, 'How many of my father's handservants have bread enough to spare, and I perish with hunger? I will rise and go to my father, and I will say to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants.' And he arose and came to his father. But when he was still a great way off, his father saw him and had compassion, and ran and fell on his neck and kissed him. And the son said to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and in your sight, and am no longer worthy to be called your son.' But the father said to his servants, 'Bring out the best robe, put it on him, put a ring on his hand, and sandals on his feet. And bring the fatted calf here, and kill it, and let us eat and be merry. For this my son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found.' And they began to be merry. Now his older son was in the field, and as he came and drew near the house, he heard music and dancing. So he called one of the servants and asked what these things meant. He said to him, Your brother has came, and because he has received him safe and sound, your father has killed the fatted calf.' But he was angry and would not go in. Therefore his father came out and pleaded with him. So he answered and said to his father, 'Lo, these many years I have been serving you. I've never transgressed your commandment at any time. Yet you never have me a young goat, that I might make merry with my friends. But as soon as this son of yours come, who has devoured your livelihood with the harlots, and kill the fatted calf for him.' And he said to him, 'Son, you are always with me, and all that I have is yours. It was right that we should make merry and be glad, for your brother was dead and is alive again, and was lost and is found. That was Luke 15, the prodigal son. Guys, to me, every time I read prodigal son, about the prodigal son, it reminds me that no matter how far you go, no matter how much you run, no matter how much basically how much you think you know more or anything like that, like even when you fail and you're like, God won't take me back, but I can beg him and beg him and beg him. Maybe he'll have a little bit of forgiveness and he'll help me with just this one time. God's just waiting for you to turn around and run back. He's running towards you, even though you're running from him. He is running straight towards you. He hasn't let off. He hasn't let go. Even if you let go, he's still hanging on to your coattail. He's just waiting for you to turn around and start running back towards him. That's all he's waiting on. I just want to thank y'all guys so much for coming out and listening and watching in this, reading about the prodigal son. I'm sorry, I can't talk today. But I really hope everyone having a great, wonderful day. But as always, stay awesome. God bless, and peace out.